What is up, everybody? Well, the internet's been aglow lately here in Houston. It looks like there's a dealership called Joe Myers Ford that has been marketing fairly aggressively some Roush packages for the Mustang GT. And basically the way it shakes out is this. You can get a base model GT outfitted with either some pretty tasteful bolt-ons, which will bring it just under 500 horsepower, or you can, for just a little bit less than $45,000, step up to a level 2, which has a supercharger. Now they do offer a level 3, but it doesn't come with a warranty. So I'm not really going to focus on that car for this chat. I'm going to just mainly focus on the one that has a warranty. So here's the thing. It got me to wondering if I would have gone with that package over the Challenger. And really the answer to that is no, for a few reasons. First reason is I was looking for a car with an automatic. I traded in a Z06 Corvette and I wanted something with an automatic, something that was bigger, and I wanted something naturally aspirated. But if I were in the market for a car with a manual transmission, I would have probably gone with the Mustang. Here's the thing, that Mustang and the 6-speed manual is such a fun package. The car naturally aspirated, it never really feels like it's overpowering you. And with that Mustang, there's a certain quality to it where when you're driving it, you feel like you can be on the throttle longer and you can kind of just beat the thing mercilessly, and it's a lot of fun, and it just keeps asking for more. And when I was looking at these packages, especially, I was really intrigued by that level 2 package. You know, I got to thinking about it. Well, it comes with a warranty, and I just was curious, you know, is that warranty really not worth the paper that it's written on? And the other side to it is that it's marketed as a bang for buck value. Well, yeah, it is if you look at the power numbers, but I'm kind of concerned that that bang and bang for the buck is really referencing more of the bang that you hear from the transmission scattering all over the ground because it can't handle 600 plus horsepower. So because I'm not very well versed with those cars personally, I haven't driven one, and I'm really not in the market to buy one. And I'm not going to waste a dealership's time, you know, going there saying, hey, let me try out your car with no intention of buying it. But I would love to hear from you guys if you have one. But here's some other concerns that I have with it. First of all, that $45,000 price point. Now, here's the thing. Challenger Scat Pack is going to go for about 45 grand. Camaro SS, you're probably looking at 40 to 45. These are cars that are not going to try to kill you if you go out and, you know, you're playing around with them. Typically, you're not going to really start testing the limits of these cars unless you're really doing something dumb. But the problem comes where when you have another, I don't know, couple of hundred horsepower tacked onto the mix, the margin of error really declines. And because of that price point, you're going to be attracting buyers that, although they may be coming from an older SRT8 or they may be coming from a Gen 5 Camaro, if you're in the market for a Mustang and you've got 45 grand as a budget, a lot of these guys are probably coming from a background where they may not even have performance car background. This may be their first performance car, and they get wrapped up in the more is better mentality. Well, you know, you can get 600 plus horsepower for the same budget that you've got for a Scat Pack. This thing, being the Mustang, would walk all over either the Mustang or the Camaro, and you're spending the same kind of money. Well, yeah, that's true, but if the skill set isn't there with the driver to match his mindset, then that's a recipe for disaster. So again, although I commend the dealership for taking on these types of projects, or at least these types of products, I'm a little bit leery as to the responsibility that would come with, you know, selling a car with that much power at that type of a price point. But I'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys have driven one, I haven't, but if you have had the opportunity, let me know what you thought about the car. Also, if you have one, post up your experiences. Have you taken it to the track? Have you had it, you know, how long have you had it? What are the durability issues? Have you blown something up on it? Have they stood by their warranty claim? That's the kind of stuff I'd like to hear about too. So other than that, that's a wrap for this one. Adios.